Hi, I'm Mia, and I thought I had the most normal high school life ever. You know, classes, homework, gossip, the usual. I wasn't the most popular girl or the top student. I just existed somewhere in between, invisible to most people. That was fine by me. I liked flying under the radar. No drama, no attention. Until he showed up. His name was Noah. He transferred to our school in the middle of the semester, which was already unusual. People whispered that he was quiet, polite, always reading something. He wasn't interested in parties or sports. Honestly, he was the complete opposite of every loud, overconfident guy at our school. And I noticed him immediately. Not because he was hot, though he totally was, but because he looked lonely, like he didn't belong. I first talked to him in the library. I was trying to grab a book from the top shelf, standing on my toes, looking like a total idiot, when he appeared behind me and gently said,
"Need help?"
I turned, startled, and our eyes met. I swear my brain stopped working for a full 5 seconds. He was holding a copy of The Great Gatsby, and I remember thinking, wow, he's a reader. A hot reader. I'm doomed. From that day, we kept running into each other. At first, it was small stuff, passing in the halls, sitting next to each other in class. Then he started waiting for me after school, walking me to the bus stop, asking questions about my favorite books. We were nothing alike. He was quiet, reserved, mysterious. I was awkward, sarcastic, always overthinking. But somehow, we just clicked. One evening, as we sat on a park bench watching the sky turn pink, he said,
"I like talking to you. You're real."
My heart literally exploded. From that day, we were a couple. Well, unofficially at first. We didn't announce it. No Instagram posts or holding hands in front of everyone. Just secret smiles and soft glances. It felt like a dream. But dreams don't last forever. The first crack in the fairy tale happened on a rainy Friday afternoon. I had stayed late at school for extra math tutoring. Ugh. And as I left, I saw a sleek black car pull up outside the gates. You know, the kind of car that only rich people drive. Shiny, spotless, with a driver in a suit. To my complete shock, Noah got in. Not just got in. The driver opened the door for him, like he was some kind of VIP. Noah didn't see me, but I definitely saw him. His posture changed, his expression cold and serious. Nothing like the boy who laughed at my dumb jokes and brought me coffee every Monday morning. I stood there in the rain, staring, feeling like someone had just erased the person I thought I knew. Who was he? Why had he never told me anything about his family? I didn't sleep that night. I kept staring at my phone, hoping he'd text me. He didn't. The next morning at school, he acted normal, like nothing had happened. As if I hadn't seen him step into a luxury car with a personal driver like he was the Prince of England. So I asked, casually, "Hey, what did you do after school yesterday?" He looked me in the eyes, calm, too calm.
"Oh, just went home. Nothing special."
"Lieutenant," I could feel it. The pause. The little flicker in his expression. And it hurt. Because up until now, he had never lied to me. That evening, I went down a rabbit hole. I Googled his name. His full name, Noah Everhart. And it turns out, he wasn't just anyone. His father was a CEO of a tech company that I had literally heard about in the news. They owned skyscrapers, sponsored universities, donated to charities. And Noah? He had attended 3 private schools before suddenly enrolling in my average public school. I just sat there, staring at the screen. I didn't even know what to feel. Shocked? Betrayed? Stupid? When I confronted him the next day, I was shaking. "You lied to me," I blurted as soon as we were alone. "Why didn't you tell me who you were?" He froze. For the first time, he looked vulnerable.
I didn't lie.
He said softly.
I just didn't tell you everything.
Same thing? I snapped. He ran a hand through his hair, frustrated.
You don't get it, Mia. Every time someone finds out who I am, they treat me differently. They expect things. They pretend to like me. I wanted something real.
And what pretending to be poor makes it more romantic? I shot back. He flinched. We stood there in silence. I was breathing hard. He looked like he wanted to say 1,000 things, but didn't. Then, very quietly, he said,
You were the only person who talked to me like I mattered. Not my name, not my money. Just me.
My heart wanted to forgive him, but my mind said no. I turned away and walked off. Because even if he had reasons, he still didn't trust me. And how could we work without trust? I avoided him for days. He texted, called, waited for me after school. I ignored it all. But truth is, I missed him. So much it physically hurt. I kept replaying his words.
You were the only person who talked to me like I mattered.
Part of me understood, but another part still felt betrayed. Then, one evening, I found something in my locker. It was a small envelope, no name on it. Inside, a photo of us from that first week, in the library. I didn't even know the photo existed. On the back, he'd written, You saw me when no one else did. I'm sorry I didn't trust you with the truth, but I swear, everything I felt was real. My hands were shaking. I don't know what came over me, but I ran out of school. I knew exactly where he'd be. Our spot in the park. And he was there, sitting on the bench, hoodie up, staring at the sky, like he was waiting for a sign. I sat down beside him without a word. He looked at me, eyes tired, sad, hopeful. I don't care about your name, I whispered. Or your dad, or the money. He didn't say anything, just watched me, holding his breath. I continued, but I care about honesty. So if you ever hide something like that from me again, I paused. I'll throw your fancy coffee in your face. That made him laugh. The first real laugh in days. And then he pulled me into the softest, warmest hug.
I swear.
He murmured.
No more secrets.
We sat there until the sun went down. And for the first time since everything fell apart, it felt like things might just fall into place again.